So in the last class we discussed up to the adding a node at the beginning, of a double linked list. Right? Could all of you hear me? Hello.
Yes,
So the
sir.
last class we discussed that is how to add a node before the first node in the double list. Today we will start with the addition of any node at any position specified by the user. Right. So let us start presenting. The screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we discuss up to this point. Now add at position. How we call the function? Similarly, the same as the single list. Printf, enter the position and info for the new node to be inserted. Okay. And let me also open that lecture note. Okay. Doubly list. We open doubly list. This is. Okay. Okay. So if this is a list, so we want to add a node, let's say here, okay, in the third position. So what we have to do, we have to create a node, temp node, right? This temp node will be added here in the third position. So for that, what we did in the single list, we reached up to the position before the position where I want to insert the node. If uh, in the third position the node has to be inserted, then I have to reach up to the second position, right? And I have to restrict the movement here. I have to stop the iteration here. That's why cos -1, that is that loop what I used here in add at position. This is for the movement. This is for the traversal at position. Okay, so I have created a new node using dget node. Temp arrow data. I have inserted the data for that node to be inserted, and here just like what I did in the single list, that is we have restricted the movement up to the position before up to the position where up to the position before the actual position where I need to insert the node. That's why cos -1. If it is had it been third position, like here, for example, I want to insert a third position. So when I is 1, R will be R arrow next. According to my logic, when I is 1, R is R arrow next, means R will come here, R will come here. Your position is 3, cos is 3, position is 3, so 3 minus 1 means 2. So 1 less than 2, first iteration, it is true. So R is R arrow next, R will move to the second position. Now I plus plus, I becomes 2. Now 2 less than 2, cos is 3, third position, cos -1, 2, and I becomes 2. 2 less than 2 is false, right? Hello, do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then it is false, so no more movement will be there, control will come out of the loop. So R, the movement of the R will be restricted here, here. Okay. Now I have to insert this node here, like the double list. So I have to change what are the fields I need to change. I need to change this field, this field, this field, and this field, isn't it? Each and every node is associated with the two fields, prev and next. Apart from the data field, prev and next field also. After we insert the node, after we insert the temp here, this will be changed. This, what will be this? Let's say it gets the base address 700. it has the base address 600, it has the base address 800. Let's say, for example, it has got the base address 700. So it will be 700, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
It will be what? It will be, it will be
7.
also be 700 prep part.
Yes, sir.
This, and it will be what? That is the next part of the term will be 800. Okay. And prep part of the term will be what? 600. Isn't it? So we have to make this link. So first what we will do, we will make this link. This link. Before we cut it off, we have to first connect, then we will disconnect. Don't disconnect first. First connect, then disconnect. Right? So connect this node with this. So temp arrow next is what? This. And how I will get this? These are 800. Here I have to assign 800. How to get 800 from here? How I will get this value? This is R arrow next is 800. Okay. So temp arrow next is 8. R arrow next. This is R is restricted here. So how I will get 800? The base address of this from this. Okay. As of now, this is the next part of this. Set R temp arrow next will have the value 800 means R arrow next. This is what I did here. Temp arrow next is R arrow next. Fine. Okay. Now I have taken on T field, means on another 10 diameter field, which hold the next base address of the next of R, means T. T is R arrow next, means here T is R arrow next. R is this, R arrow next means what? 600. R arrow next means 800. So T, I have taken another field T. So T is having the value 800. I have stored, means I have stored the base address of the next node of this T, of this R. R is this, R arrow next means this node. So this I have stored in another field T. I have taken another individual variable T. So T is 800, right? Means T is R arrow next. Now T arrow prev is temp. Now what I need to change? T arrow next is temp. T arrow next. T arrow T arrow T arrow prev is T arrow prev is temp. Right. This is our T. This is our T. T is R arrow next, but this is our T. So I have to change this one. Right. I have to change just a minute. What's it? Class niche. Class niche. Huh? Okay. Check it. Okay. So this is our T. I told you I need to change this one. Right. After we insert the temp here, this value will not be anymore 600. Right. This will have the base address of what? This node means temp. Right. So temp. So T arrow prev will be temp. Let's say it is 700. So here now it will be 700. How to get 700? Temp. Temp holds the base address of this new node. So T arrow prev is temp. T arrow prev is temp. Okay. Now next temp arrow prev is R. Now next I have to change this one. Temp arrow. I have changed already this one. Temp arrow next is R arrow next. Arrow. What's this? Now temp arrow. I have to change this one. This one will be what? Base address of this. So temp arrow prev will be R. Right. R holds the this node. R holds this base address of this node. So this temp arrow prev will be R. Temp arrow prev will be R. Now R arrow next is temp. R arrow next is R arrow next stem means this connection. So first what we did was we changed this one, we changed this, we changed this, and we changed more. These four fields we have to change. This is temp, this is R, this is T. Got it? Hello, are you understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is our T, this is our temp. I have to change this one, this one, this one, this one. But if I start with this, that R arrow next is temp, then this link will cut off. So before I do this, first I have to make the connection, then I will disconnect it, right? So I can change this one. What temp arrow next is this? How to get this? This is our T, the T arrow pref. Then temp arrow pref is our right. T arrow pref is this temp, and this is changed. And now this will at last this will be changed. R arrow next is temp. This four statement is required to change these four places, the values of these four places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood? So this is what we did with these four statements. Okay, with these four. This is just because to make you understand, to make this easy for you. You don't need to take this t another variable in place of r arrow next. In place of this r arrow next, it's in the t. If you put this, then r arrow next arrow brave will be there, right? So this will be a bigger statement. To make it shorter, I have taken another field which will hold the R arrow next, right? And then I have put the T whenever I have to access the next node of the current R. Okay, so this is the add at position. This is also important function. Most of the time, so many times this has come in your exam. Okay, let me run it first. Then we will proceed. Let me first put the del node off. Del node is off. Fine. Now compile. This is all the warning. Don't bother about this. It's not error. Right. Now run. Oh, again I have to put this. I have to deactivate this antivirus. Let me deactivate it just for 1 hour. 1 hour. Now run. Run. Okay. How many nodes you want to create? Let's say 4 nodes. 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. See, this is the first display. Then what we did, we inserted a node at beginning with this 999 value according to our code. You can see what we discussed in the earlier class, isn't it? At beginning with this 99 value, we add a node at the beginning. That is what we can see here. Now we are asking enter the position and info for the new node to be inserted. Let us uh, let us insert a node at the first, second, third, fourth position, right? So fourth position, that is 25. And got it, inserted. Good to see. Good to see.
Yes.
It's been inserted like single list, but maintaining the property of doubly linked list. Got it? Same what we are doing, same, but we are maintaining the property of doubly linked list. Means while manipulating, we have to take care of that the prev and next, not only next. Here prev part is there, so previous link also gets established properly. That we have to take care, right? Of. So mm, this is the added position. Now let's discuss about the Pritam. Today you are late by 20 minutes. Actually, you are regular, but today you are late. Anyways, the routine is new, so it will take time to get yourself accustomed with the new routine, but it should not take more than 1 day, right? Isn't it, Pritam?
Yes, sir. Sir, বুঝতে পারিনি।
হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, একটু রুটিনটা ফলো করিস, দেখিস, you should
ঠিক আছে স্যার, আর হবে না।
follow your routine, okay, new routine. Anyways, so let us continue. Now only one function is left, that is the deletion of. What I want that I will write the function in front of you in interactive way. You will tell me, right, what to write. Okay. It may be wrong or it may be right, right? If always it happens that I will be writing the code, if I write the code, then it will be error free. You know that you don't get error. But I want you to tell me what should I write. Okay, it may be wrong, so you will get wrong output. No problem, right? But at least you just cope up with me. Yeah, that is what I want. You have to also think. So, mm, mm, no, no presentation. The screen is visible. The screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can see the code, na?
Yes, sir.
So now only one function is left. Today we will end with this detail. We'll end the double English with this tail node. Okay. You know that you have understood the deletion of a node in single list, isn't it? All of you understood how
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
single list. So exactly that we will do with the double linked list. So exactly the information which will match with that particular node, that node will be deleted for this double linked list. So same prototype we will follow. I have changed the name, putting a D before the tail node function, D tail node function. Okay. So individual star in, because it may be the first node or any other node. I don't know. According to the data provided from the user, that node will be deleted. Okay, so it may be the first node. Had it been the first node, then definitely the root address will be changed. So that's why we have to send the base address of the linked list also. Okay, so base address of the root I have sent here. What then the this I actually deactivated it. I activated it right now. So this is exactly what we follow. I didn't change anything, right? Enter info to delete the node, right? The node containing this info will be deleted. This may be from any position, from the first position or from any intermediate position. I have taken that data part through X, and again I have called the function here. Then I am displaying the status of the list after we delete the node, right? So ddel node function we call with these two parameters. That's why I have written the prototype, same prototype. Okay. Okay. Then ddel node, individual star info, same, no change. Now I will write, right? So I don't need to write this brave. Okay. I will delete this one. The same way, what I'll do, I will scan I will scan the entire list. I will traverse the entire W list, right? Starting with the root. And you know, I told you that I cannot add any means. We should not change the base address of the linked list, right? So we should not change the root or head. What we can do, we can copy the content of root in any another variable. What we did with the t, so t star r. Exactly same as single list. Now I am continuing a loop, right, with a while t means while t not equal to now. Fine. So long the t will be there, loop will be continued. So t first when t let's say I have to delete, this is our target node. Let's say uh, okay, let me check whether uh, del node diagram is there or not. Del node diagram is there. No, del node diagram is not there. Anyways, no problem. So let's say I want to delete this node. This node I want to delete. Okay, fine. So right now R is here, T is here, T star R means T is here, T is here. YT means YT not equal to null, true, because T means T 400. This null is the previous part. This null is the previous field of the first node. Don't get it confused. Okay. T has its own address. T is root. The T is the first node, or because T is star R, we have taken the for base address of the first root in T. So T is null. It is wrong. T arrow prev is null because there is no node before the first node. Okay, but T is star R means according to the picture T is 400. So T is not equal to null. Okay, so it will be true. It will be true. Loop to true, loop will be continued. If T arrow data is info, no. Our info must be 7, isn't it? If this is our target node, so T arrow info must be 7. But here, since T is here right now, T arrow info is 1, so it doesn't match with 7. So we will proceed with the next node. T is T arrow next. Means first this is false, so else part will work, and brave t uh, brave t you can take brave t. Okay, uh, don't no need to take this one, no need to take this one. So t is, let's see, t is tr only, so we are moving to this node, we are moving to this node, t is tr next. Now again we are checking why t not equal to null. It's true. T is what? T is 600, base address 600, right? 400 is the base address of the previous node and 800 is the base address of the next node. But the node base address of itself, this node is 600. So it's not null. So T is not null. Now we are checking whether T arrow info is 7. This data, no, here input is 5. So again this false. So T will move again. This is false, false. T will move to the next node. C is T, T is T arrow next. Now T moves here. Now T moves here. Now T not equal to null, it's still true. T not equal to null. T not equal to null, it's still true. Now if T arrow data is info, it's fine. Now it matches, right? T has come here. T has reached to the target node, right? So T arrow info is 7. So now I have to delete this node. But before we delete this node, we have to adjust the pref field and next field of the target node accordingly. Got it? Fine. So what I have to do? What I have to do? I have to make this null, right? And had it been, if at this is the means if means had it been any intermediate node, if any other node was present here, then what I need to change, I need to change this one and the previous field of the next node of the target node also. Two field I have to change. What are these two fields? I have to change the, this means the next field of the previous node and previous field of the next node. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
I think you are getting a bit confused. Let's say I want to delete this one. Okay. For example, then what I have to change? I have to change these and these, isn't it? Nothing more. After we got it, after we delete this, this needs to be changed, this needs to be changed. This will be what? This will be 800,
Yes,
right?
sir.
This will be our 400.
400.
So I have to change this and this. How to change this? How to change this? If it is our T, means I have reached to the target node. This is our T. So I have to change this one. How to change this one? T arrow next arrow brave. Got it? T arrow next means this node. Previous field of this node means arrow brave. So T arrow next arrow brave will be what? Will be what? 400. How
400.
400? T arrow brave. Got it? So actually the statement will be T arrow next arrow brave will be T arrow brave. Isn't it? So this exactly I have to write. Okay. Leave it this here. Here. Let me delete this one. This one. T arrow next arrow brave equal to T arrow brave. Got it? Do you understand? This is our
Yes, sir.
node. This is our target node. I am changing this one. How to change this one? I have to make it 400. This is our target node. So T arrow next arrow brave. I am accessing this one. T arrow next arrow brave. Okay. Will be assigned word with the 400. 400 what how I get? From T this is 400. So T arrow brave. Okay. So T arrow next arrow brave is T arrow brave. T arrow brave. Now again I have to change what? This part, this one. Okay. Second one now this has to be changed. How to change this? This is our T. T arrow brave. Arrow next. Each and every node has previous and next two parts. So T arrow brave means I am reaching here, not reaching here. I am accessing this. Sitting in this position, I am accessing this. Got it? I am not moving. I am not writing T is T arrow brave. I am instead of I am writing T arrow brave arrow next means I am accessing this one. So T arrow brave arrow next will be assigned what? T arrow next 800. So here I have to write 800 instead of 600. So T arrow brave arrow next is T arrow next. So T arrow brave arrow next is T arrow next. So this will teach any intermediate form. And why what is the purpose of temp? Temp we are just storing the space that address in another value, that is T. After we delete the, we will make it free with the free function. I discussed it in the last class, na? While we discuss the single list, isn't it? With the free function, what do? We make the space physically free from the memory. I discussed it, na?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Did you recall that this is our convention with convention, which is not necessary? Our responsibility is that to make that space free from the memory, right? So that other
Yes,
processor
sir.
this one. Okay. So this is with the any intermediate node, and had it been the first node, And this is also valid for the last node also. You can see this is also valid for last node. What I started with, had been this node. See, this is our T target node. Had been had this node been the T node, target node. So you just read the statement. T arrow next arrow pref means what? T arrow next T arrow next arrow pref, when it is not actually valid because there is no node after this node. Okay, so it will not valid, but this will be valid only, right? This will be null. T arrow pref arrow next will be T arrow next means null. Okay, so here had it been the last node, the second statement will be valid, isn't it? If we delete
Yes, sir.
a node, which is the last node, so only this part will be null. So this is not valid here. This is not valid. Only this part is valid. Since this is a generic function, so it is valid for the intermediate node or the last node as well. But only for the last node to delete, this will not work. Right? It's not error. It will just skip. Right? Compiler will skip this one. Compiler will accept this one because this is not valid, okay, for the compiler. So T arrow pref arrow next will be T arrow next means this part will be now, this part will be now. Okay, now had it been the first node, then যদি ফার্স্ট নোট হতো তাহলে কি করা যেত? কিছুই না, এখানে এই নোটটা ডিলিট করলে কি করতাম আমি? জাস্ট খালি এটা নাল করতাম, আর তো কিছু না, তাই না?
Ah, sir. Yes, sir.
আর কি করতাম? এটা আমি রুট করে দিতাম, তাই তো? সেকেন্ড নোট তো সেকেন্ড নোটটা ফার্স্ট নোট মানে আমি এটাকে রুট করে দিতাম, তাহলে এই ফার্স্ট নোটটা তো আরেকটা নাল করে দিতাম। সেটাই আমি করেছি এখানে, এটাই আমি করেছি। টেমটা ধরে নিচ্ছি স্টার আর is স্টার আর নেক্সট means first means স্টার আর is not right now, star r is this. So star r is star r next means we are changing this with the with what? With 600, তাই না? এটা স্টার আর এখন 400 root. So star r, if star r is star r next means 600, তাহলে এটা 600 হয়ে যেত, মানে কনসেপচুয়ালি এটা আমার ফার্স্ট নোট হয়ে যেত, isn't it? Right?
Yes, sir.
Next part is what? After we move the root here, star r means right now star r is here, star r arrow pref is now, right? তাই না? So star r arrow pref is now, star r arrow pref is now হয়ে গেল। Okay, বুঝে গেল? আর কিচ্ছু লাগবে না, দেখা যাক চলে কিনা। কোনো এবার খাবে না, চলছে ঠিক। এক্সিকিউট। আচ্ছা, আমি কি কি সব নেওয়া হয়েছে দেখি। টেম টি নাও এক্সিকিউট কম্পাইল। হ্যাঁ, এটাই ভাবছিলাম আমি। Means all the compilers don't accept this associative type of statements, right? So what I have to do, I will just take this part, I'll store this part in another ndptr variable. Okay, so let's take another ndptr variable. Let's say what to say, any, let's say it is ptr, only ptr. Okay, now t arrow next ptr is t arrow next আরেকটা করি আমি, let's say এটা করে দেই qtr এ আমি করব t arrow pref, ঠিক আছে? qtr to t arrow pref, ঠিক আছে? A T arrow next I am just replacing with this PTR. T arrow next I am replacing it with PTR. PTR. And I am replacing T arrow pref with QTR. QTR. That's all. I think now it should run. Execute, compile. Okay, fine. No error. Now execute, run. Let's say 5 nodes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Enter the position and info for the new node to be inserted. Let us I want to insert here. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth position, right? Fifth position. Fifth position right. It's been actually changed. Anyway, so actually I should have given fourth position, right? Because fifth position is after we insert this after this fifth position means this. Anyways, so 45 is inserted here. Enter the node to delete. Enter info to delete the node. Which node you want to delete? Let's say I want to delete the 45. 40. Let's see. You see 45 deleted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So same thing we have done, but maintaining the property of the double list. Got it. I can also, let's check to after we delete this first one 999. Let's run it again. Execute, run. Let's say no, no, 20, 30, so third position, second, third position, 15. Yes, third position 15 has been inserted. Enter the info to delete. Let's say I want to delete for the first node 999. 999. Deleted 999.
No, sir.
So this is the end of double linked list. You try to understand each and every statement, each and every function. If still you have any confusion, I'm there to explain you again. It's very important. If you are confident, once you will think that you have understood all these, make sure that the language, the C language, will be in your grasp, right? You will have enough confidence once you will able to understand the entire code, right? Because this is very important and typical code. I have explained you in easier way. So if you follow this my lecture, if you follow the code the way I have explained, it will be helpful for you, and you can get a lot of questions in your campus interview from this code, right? Means here in this code, what happens here in this code, I have embedded a lot of things like type def, right? Like the dynamic memory allocation. Okay, I have not used the malloc. I have used malloc, but I have not used malloc in my in main, right? I have used another user-defined function which has used the system's library function. But this is another way. Yeah, this a style of industry, right? The people, they actually, what they do, they don't um, open, right? They always wrap it, the system functions with their own created function, right? So this is the one what to say style or uh, means a rule of industry, right? Always they want to create something their own so that nobody can claim that you can copy from others, right? You can copy from us. So many rules and regulations are there. Maintaining all these rules and regulation, you can make one software sellable, right? Okay. So this is the all this essence I try to put uh, in this program. Anyway, so do you have any question so far I discussed? Do you have any question? Any of you?
আপাতত বুঝতে পেরেছি স্যার।
বুঝতে পেরেছিস? বাকিদের কি খবর? বাকিদের তো কোনো একটাই আমি ভয়েস শুনতে পাচ্ছি। আমি আর কোনো ভয়েস শুনতে পাচ্ছি না। কি ব্যাপার? একটু দেখি মুখগুলো। আচ্ছা, এইটা হ্যাঁ দেখি কি খবর, বাকিদের কি খবর? বিলাস, প্রিয়া, চিরঞ্জিত,
Yes, sir.
বুঝেছিস?
Yes, sir.
প্রিয়া, still I will ask you to go through the code properly. Okay. I will give you the material, okay, and just keeping the material in front of you if you follow the lecture, right? Let's say you will open the material PDF file in your laptop and you will listen my video from your mobile phone, right? So you can it will be helpful for you. Each and every statement you can understand, right? So I can assure you that if you follow these classes in this way, na, so you will get enough confidence to appear in the campus interview for the IT industry. I can assure you. Data structure is very, very, very important. And they will not ask you from the subject which are not there in your syllabus. There are so many subjects which are not there in your syllabus. So many subjects from the computer science domain, like say operating system, right? It's not there in your syllabus, electrical. But data structure is in your syllabus. So they know it. When after before they come, they actually study the syllabus of that particular university, right? If they come here in West Bengal, so they first will look at the syllabus of the knockout or the university under which the college they are going to take the interview, right? If they go south in any state, so they will follow their syllabus. So first they will study this, and they will be asking only the questions, only the questions of the subjects which are from your domain only, right? So since if the IT company comes, they will not ask you the question from the power system, right? They will not ask you the question from the electrical circuit, right? They will ask you the questions from the computer domain. And then they will see that what are the subjects of computer you have studied. Sometimes you will be asked, right? Data structure is very, very important and critical subject. If you have enough confidence in the subject, you can think that you will be, you have enough scope to crack the campus interview, right? Data structure is that kind of subject, very logical, and actually it is very useful also in industry, right? They will conduct a training, but they will check whether how much you are prepared beforehand, so that they are supposed to put less effort to prepare you according to their requirement, right? তাই না রাগশ্রী? ঠিক
Yes,
বললাম
sir.
তো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ওকে, তাহলে আজকে এই অবধি থাক। নেক্সট ডে কোনো কনফিউশন থাকলে আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করবি, না হলে আমরা নেক্সট ট্রিতে চলে যাবো। ট্রিতে একটা থিওরিটিক্যাল মানে অনেক থিওরি সেখানে বোঝার আছে, অনেক কোশ্চেন আছে। নেক্সট টপিক আমরা ট্রি দিয়ে শুরু করবো। ওকে, চল বাই।
ওকে স্যার,
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।